Hey guys, welcome back to the day 3 of our Montreal trip. After a delicious breakfast, we wanted to go out to Mount Royal. Now, Mount Royal is a mountain that is right in the middle of Montreal. Now, the drive was actually not very pleasant because my wife and I, we both argued with directions and we ended up in a couple of no entries. But at the end of the day, we finally made it to the top of the mountain. As soon as we reached, we started to gather attention. And one of the things my wife told me immediately is, remember, you're not Taylor Swift. It's just a stupid car. The top of the mountain is beautiful. You can see the city really well from there. And we had a really good time. Now, while we were up there, a lot of other people were having a good time as well. So one of the things to point out over here is there's a lot of media out there that says people dislike the Cybertruck, people don't like the shape and so on, and it's pretty polarized. But every single people you see here in this video, everybody's having fun, everybody's smiling, taking pictures. So at the end of the day, I think it just creates a lot of positive vibe. Check out some of the reactions. So apparently this guy caught up with me later and said that he was a supplier for Tesla and that he had worked on the Cybertruck but had never seen one in real life. And this was a super exciting moment for him because he was finally getting to see it and touch it. Obviously it hasn't been released in Canada, so he had no hopes of seeing it for a while. And he in fact went up to the extent of saying that coming to that tourist spot was more of a fate that he met with a Cybertruck. Really nice guy. He almost looks like he's going around the truck and doing a 3D scan rather than taking pictures. God, I should be charging 50 cents per selfie. It'll probably help me pay off the Cybertruck. Yo, watch out for cars, man. like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. I love this scene where the lady comes out and asks the guy to get the hell out of there so that she can take a picture. It'll be awesome if one of these kids grow up and become an engineer because of some inspiration from here. Oh, that'll be so cool. Now you're about to witness what happens if you don't give key access to your spouse. So after our time up at Montreal, we decided to go and get some food. But we also realized that with all those Sentry events, the Cybertruck also needed some food. So we started to look for a supercharger. Now, there are a couple of superchargers in Montreal, and we just picked one that was close to a shopping plaza. Now, when we arrived at the supercharger, we found that it was an interesting configuration. It was something that you drive sideways and not reverse into. Also, the supercharger location looked a bit shabby, and I was not very comfortable with the vibes. Now, at this point, my wife fell asleep, and I didn't want to leave her sleeping in the car while I wanted to go inside the shop. So, like an idiot, I left the car and put it in dog mode. So when she woke up, she found this on the screen, and she was livid when I came back. After feeding the car, we decided to go for a meal ourselves. And we went to this Middle Eastern restaurant in the middle of a Jewish neighborhood, which is kind of interesting. Now here I am parallel parking this thing like an expert, because at this point I have become pretty good with the all-wheel steering. As soon as we walk into the restaurant, we obviously have tons and tons of spectators again. Now, inside the restaurant, we had a great time, and thank God the dog mode didn't ruin anything for us. Now, here comes the local cycle gang. These three kids ambushed us later when we got out of the restaurant and had so many questions about the Cybertruck, and they were all really knowledgeable questions. Again, I hope some of these kids end up in STEM and make all our lives better. After a long day, we finally end up at the hotel. The valet actually said we could keep the car right at the doorstep. I think he was looking for some fun as well. Thanks to another great day with the Cybertruck. See you in the next one.